Valerie Henbest from the Smelly Cheese Shop. Welcome back. I hope you've been coping as well as you could during those strange times. Be interesting to know what you are all doing behind the doors there. Are you cooking a lot more? Are you baking? Are you reading? We certainly here at the Smelly Cheese Shop trying to reinvent ourselves nearly every day. And one way we do it is to try and open the doors to our home with all the beautiful cheese we have at hand and all the millions of stories that we could sort of tap into and share with you. We're going to start this series by focusing more particularly on our local producers. And for that first one, I'm going to take you to the Adelaide Hills. So follow me. Kym Masters from Section 28. From corporate banking to the dairy industry. You have to admit that's a pretty steep jump. And he needed a fair amount of faith and passion. And that's probably also what is endearing about his whole project. He dropped the suit and swapped it for some gumboots and really had to wake up super early to go and collect milk that he selects carefully and bring back to his own dairy facility where he makes one cheese at a time. Idea took an enormous amount of effort and certainly real serious commitment. But if I go back in time a little bit, where from the time he dropped the bank to the time he decided to get the boots on, there was a little gap, and that's the gap where him and Jo, his wife, decided to put everything on the line. They picked up the two kids and traveled to Europe for a year, Italy, in the Piemonte and France, and of course they fell in love with the Alpine type of cheese. He came back home to Adelaide, became a fully fledged cheesemaker after enrolling for a year at TAFE, and then with his diploma he just bought a little parcel of land in Woodside, bought 2 containers, transformed one into a cheese making facility and the other one into a maturing facility, and started making cheese. Which is just remarkable, knowing that this type of cheese doesn't take 2 minutes. It takes not only a while to make, but it's not something you can create one day, sell the next. This cheese took a very long time to find its balance and its place within the Australian cheese-making cheese market. Right, so now Kym Masters is a fully fledged cheesemaker and has really made a mark in the Australian cheese industry. Starting with only 2 cheeses, he's now expanded his range to a few more, and I think the best way for me to tell you about it is to really test them with you. And for that, I really need my hand. They're fully washed, but I do believe that you need to touch products in order to have a full impact and a full understanding of the cheese. So the first one, as we mentioned, was Monteforte. Really beautiful raw milk cheese and really reflective of the Adelaide Hills terroir. collecting the milk early and then really working it straight away is going to really impact the cheese and make it very traditionally, and certainly using all the energy and the beautiful nutrients that are in the milk without losing any. What I do and what I tell people to do is, when the cheese comes out of the fridge, you know it's not going to release everything that you really would want in order to appreciate the cheese. So if you're not certain that it has spent enough time outside, use your hand again. Just create a nice little nest there and warm the cheese up, because the cheese warmer at room temperature at least will deliver a lot more aromas and therefore a lot more flavor. When you put this cheese in your mouth, you need to remember, or maybe close your eyes and just let yourself be transported to the hills. Maybe it's only me, but when I close my eyes, and sometimes I need to sort of do that until I hear the sound of the cows, and it's there if you pay attention to it. This cheese is now quite matured. It starts with a very beautiful milky, grassy flavor and then turned into a little more nutty and certainly roasted nuts, a bit brothy like. This is a really very good cheese. Alongside Monforte, Kym also created Mont Priscilla, which is named after a place that is very close to the farm they used to have. Mont Priscilla is a very pretty cheese, and certainly with this line of ash in the middle is a reminder of what Morbier is. Morbier is a French cheese that used to be made with morning milk. They would put some ash to protect the first curd work, and then would add afternoon milk and finish the cheese as such, leaving the cheese looking very pretty. So in the early days you would have morning milk and afternoon milk. Today the whole milk is sort of in it, so it's really hardly a thing, but it still looks very pretty. So Mont Priscilla has less age on it than Monforte would have, therefore it's a little softer and certainly creamier. There is a little more acidity into it, comes with young age. It's very, very easy to eat, it's very beautiful, a beautiful handcrafted lovely cheese made really traditionally. I think he nailed this cheese beautifully. Mont Priscilla. Oops! In the meantime, I hope you are keeping well, and I hope you're eating good cheese. You can hop online and order your favorites. Stay safe. Take care, everyone.